I would like it in here. doing Yeah, welcome inside the broadcast booth again. David Shamblin alongside Reagan Cleaves for the call of Game 2 of this doubleheader between the Bengals of Ottawa Hills and the Cougars of Catholic Central. Cougars were fortunate to get the win in the first one, defeating the Bengals of Ottawa Hills by a score of 15-0 in a mercy after only 4 innings of play. Reagan, what were your thoughts on the game?
Well, I thought first takeaway was how well John Passanaw pitched in that game. He had through the through those 4 innings, although it's not like on a score sheet, it won't be written down as a no-hitter. He didn't allow a hit. He only had 2 base runners. He had a hit by pitch and a walk, and those were iffy at bats, but he recovered and he didn't allow a run, and I thought he pitched very well. Another thing was that the Cougars got their bats going in that one. I mean, the Cougars didn't get their bats going. Pardon me. They forced a lot of walks. They forced a lot of pitching mistakes on the Ottawa Hills side, and we'll see if that can continue in this one here as the Cougars look to improve to 2-0 on the year.
Yeah, absolutely. That third inning, for example, they only had 1 hit that whole third inning of play, where on the other hand, and all the rest of them, they pretty much walked around the lineup.
Yeah, and in that third inning that you're speaking of, we did have it was Cougars scored 5 runs in that third inning, and they played. They were very patient in the batter's box, and we'll see if we can continue that heading into this second game of this doubleheader.
Well, we'll take a look at the Bengals lineup. They'll go Malero, Dempsey, Ramirez at the top, Jones, Perez, Wilborn in the middle, Buckley, Emperor, and Pratt to round it out. As we are just about set for game 2, Peyton Klaus on the mound, the big right-hander, wears number 5 for the Cougars. He kicks and fires, and his first pitch will miss high and outside for ball 1. Gets his sign from Javen Bates, as that one is in there for a strike. The 1-1 pitch from Klaus will miss high and away for ball 2. 2-1 on Malero. Klaus deals on the 2-1. Will fire, look like a slider on the outside corner, backed up slider, and it is 2-2 on Jose Malero. Klaus's 2-2 got him swinging, and there's one away on a good running fastball right down the middle of the plate. And there'll be one away here.
Yeah, that's a good start for the Cougars. A nice 5-pitch at bat from Malero, and Peyton Klaus, who's getting his first start in the Catholic Central uniform. It's good to see him getting good start. That was if he pitched.
Like he lost his balance on that one.
Yeah,
ball 1.
It looked like early in that first game, John Passano was having trouble with the mound too, and it's good to see that, or it's a little bit concerning to see that Cougars are playing a majority of their games here at the Cat. If they can't, if that's going to be a persistent issue, we hope we can get it cleaned up. As counts 1-1 now.
Klaus would deal on the 1-1 as that one's fouled off toward the Ottawa Hills dugout. Be 2-1. On Dempsey, Klaus's 2-1 pitch. Or 1-2, and that one punched him out. Swing looking, and there are 2 quick strikeouts for Peyton Klaus.
Noah Dempsey not happy about that one as he shakes his head and walks to the batter's box, and umpire taking a little bit of exception to that. It did look like it was a bit low, but the umpire gets the final say in things, and it's a strikeout looking for the Catholic Central Cougars pitcher there.
That one's fouled off from Jackson Reemsmura, who pitched in the first game, started that game, didn't pitch overly great. The 0-1 is fouled off again.
Ramirez might get some good contact here early in this one, and he's able to foul those two off and work it to an 0-2 count. Hopefully for him, he can get some good contact on that. Nice
That
slider there.
Slow. 1-2 on Jackson Ramirzma. Klaus's pitch will be in the dirt and get away from Javen Bates. Thankfully, nobody on base. And the count will be 2-2 with 2 away.
Yeah, the Cougars have only allowed 2 base runners this game. Hopefully Klaus can continue that, or 2 runners today. Hopefully Klaus can continue it, and hopefully that won't become an issue if it persists.
The 2-2. Fastball missed down and in. It will be a full count on Jackson Ramirzma. Klaus's full count offering is fouled off against the backstop. So the count will remain 3-2. Good battle going here.
Yeah, the first 2 pitches of this at bat were fouled off, followed by 3 straight balls on Klaus's end.
Grounded to the second baseman. Quick toss to Schoenborn. The side will be retired. 1, 2, 3, go the Ottawa Hills Bengals. We'll take a quick break, but be back here as the Cougars will get their first chance in this in the second game of this doubleheader. You're listening and watching Cougar Baseball on Cougar Baseball Network. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth. David Shamblin here with play-by-play. Take a look now at the lineup for the Cougars. Pretty much the same. A couple changes. Klaus will lead off, followed by Bates, John Passanant, and Big Red Dominic Schoenborn at the top. Redmer, Kuzner, Passanant are 5 through 7. McCall and Wanzel will round it out for the Cougars as Peyton Klaus steps into the batter's box, and we are ready for the bottom half of the first inning. The 0-1 from Wilborn is grounded to third, misplayed, and Klaus will reach. Overthrown. Klaus doesn't realize it, but now he does. He'll easily get in there to second. And another error for Ottawa Hills. That was a struggle in the first game.
Yeah, and not a good sign for the Bengals here as they start this one off with 2 errors. Their third baseman, their third baseman Emperor unable to make the play at third, and that caused Klaus to that gave Klaus the first base, and then Emperor overthrew his overthrew
There
the
goes
plate.
Klaus.
Yeah,
As
there
that
goes
one is swung on
Klaus,
from
and
Bates, and it is quickly 0-2.
that's a stolen base there for Klaus. So he's over there with a stolen base and an error on 2 sides. Good hit
That
there by
will find
Javen
a hole,
Bates.
base hit, and the Cougars will take the early 1-0 lead.
A good hit there by Javen Bates, able to get contact and drive it into right field and get himself his second RBI or his first RBI of the game on that single.
Bring up John Passanant, the number 3 hitter, pitched a phenomenal game in the first game. Won't count as a no-hitter since it was only 4 innings, but nonetheless, 2 walks, no hits.
One thing that will go down is a complete game shutout. He did pitch everything, and complete game shutouts don't necessarily base themselves off of length game. As long as they pitch the entire game, I think we'll count that as a shutout. He earned that.
The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Ball gets away, but not far enough for the catcher Javen Bates to advance.
One thing we do have new for you here this year is the TV aspect of things. We were unable to get it set up in time for the first game, but we're happy to get it now. It's now a big hit there by.
That will get over the head of the center fielder. Passanant would dig for 2 and get there. Now they're going to go for 3. Way over the head. Fortunate stop by the catcher there.
Yeah, and Noah Dempsey misplayed that out in center field. He originally thought that was coming in shorter, but it actually made its way well past him, his position in center. So Passanant gets the RBI on that one, and the Cougars have a quick 2-0 lead here.
Yeah, that would bring in the man they call Big Red, Dominic Schoenborn. He had a couple RBIs in that first one, 2 on the double that he had back in the first game. Be 1-0 to Schoenborn. That one fouled off toward the third base side. And it will be 1-1. Schoenborn, the senior first baseman for this Cougar ball club, as the 1-1 pitch is low, and it will be 2-1.
Yeah, talking about that first game, David, Dominic Schoenborn played very well. He only had 2 at-bats, but he had 4 plate appearances. The only Cougar in that game to do so, or one of the two Cougars in that game to do so, along with Peyton Klaus. Dominic Schoenborn walked his last 2 times that up, but he had 2 runs for him, 2 RBIs, and a double. And that one, let's see if he can add on to this one.
That one misses outside. Count will be full on Schoenborn, the first baseman here in game number 2, as well as he was in game number 1.
Yeah, good patience there. Shown there by Schoenborn, able to wait this out, and he swings and misses on that one. It's
foul tip,
foul
it looks
ball.
like. Fortunate to get a piece of that one. Yeah, foul tip.
Yeah. It was a full count.
3-2, no outs.
I don't know how to get rid of an out, though. I can't get rid of an out.
There's 1 out.
And there's
There was 1 out?
No, there's no out.
just
Okay, I can't.
so Dominic Schoenborn, the
Well, I didn't
strikeout
realize
there.
that I thought he just I didn't.
Yeah, strikeout looking there, and tough way to go down. His second strikeout of the year. He's now 1 for 3 on the year with 2 walks and a double.
Brady Redmer swings at the first pitch. That was low, and it'd be 0-1 on Redmer. That one chopped foul down the third base side. 0-2 on Redmer. That one, high fly ball, and it will get down and score another run.
And he's going for his second, and he'll get in there standing up. Nice job there by Brady Redmer to drive that to right field and get the double out of that one. And it's on a 2-0 count. He got good contact and gets himself a ribby here.
They'll bring up Luke Kuzner now. Playing second base in this one. As the first pitch misses from him.
That pitch well inside.
Yeah, well inside on that one, and it will be 2-0.
Yeah, Wilburn making his first start of the year, and I don't know if it is specifically, but I'm assuming it's his first. There goes runner on second, and it's a foul ball.
Yeah, I would say it's probably Wilburn's first varsity level start, as the team hasn't played in over a year, close to 2 years, rather.
Exactly. It's been 670 days since the Cougars last played, and that was in the championship game. Runner goes again.
And that one grounded to the shortstop, Mersma. Throw is wide again, and another run for the Cougars as Kuzner will go to second, and it's already 4-0 Catholic Central with nobody out.
Is there one out?
One out. Yep.
With one
Schoenborn
out.
struck out.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's 4 runs in this first inning for the Cougars, and a couple of errors, forcing a runner to second here. Is that throw from wild pitch gets past the catcher, and Kuzner gets to third on a wild pitch, and the Cougars have yet another guy in scoring position. Hey, David?
Yeah, another guy in scoring position, another chance to capitalize with one away here. It's Ben Passanant. It's ahead of 1-0. Take that one just high, and it will be 2-0. The 2-0 is low and in. 3-0 on Ben Passanant. That one is in there. He's taken all the way, and it will be 3-1.
It's a nice pitch there by Wilborn, able to catch the outside corner.
That one is popped up in the infield. Third baseman call for it, and there will be 2 away.
Cougars get a run in on that one. Not sure what happened there as Kuzner came in and scored. Yeah, I think he took advantage of the situation. Ottawa Hills got a little laggy and were able to push their man across the plate here with only 2 outs here. And this one, the Cougars, good awareness there to get that one on a call.
He grounded
Nice.
to Mersma at short. Takes his time fielding it and throwing it, and
Nice infield single there from McCall, beating that out. Cougars are close to wrapping it up here, or going around the order is Wadzel. Now,
yeah, the 9th man to bat for the Cougars in this one.
is Wadzel, and Cougars have already batted around now. Big hit down the right field line. Will that be fair?
It will be fair
It's
ball.
it's a fair ball. The left fielder dropped it, and around comes McCall to score. That will be surely counted as an error.
I don't know if the left fielder, Kamani Jones, thought it was foul or fair, and it cost them, as it would bring up the top of the order at the pitcher, Peyton Klaus.
Runner goes. And that is a stolen base there for Wadsell. The Cougars are piling on the runs here early in this one, and now the West Ottawa coach wanting to talk to the umpire about that one. John Duncan, the manager for the Catholic Central the West Ottawa Bengals, Ottawa Hills Bengals, pardon. Had my head in hockey mode there for a second.
No worries, it looks like, and Klaus would step in with the 1-0 count. He went out and got that one, and that will get down a base hit. Cougars with another run, and it's 7-0 with 2 away. Ottawa Hills cannot find a way to get out of this inning.
And they only have 2 outs. Their outs are coming on a strikeout to Dominic Schoenmorn and a pass and a pop out. Both are things that they're regretting. And now Javen Bates for the second time in this inning comes up. He is 1 for 1 with a single.
Yeah, Bates got a good pitch to get one, and there goes Peyton Close again, and he'll be in with another stolen base for the Cougars.
The Cougars have gotten a lot of stolen bases in this game, maybe taking advantage of the fact that West Ottawa's catchers are having a hard time finding the balls as they bounce toward the plate. That one's in there for a strike. Looked like it bounced, though.
Looked like a low pitch, but Cougars won't argue about that one, as they are well ahead in this one.
It's 7-0 in the first inning. 2 outs still for the Cougars. And they're batting around again. 2-1 now on Javen Bates.
Yeah, 27 pitches thrown already, about to be 28. As Bates gets a hold of that one will get down, and that will be another run for the Cougars to make it 8-0 in this first inning.
That's Peyton Klaus's second run in this one, and that is Javen Bates' first RBI of this one, but he's already got a couple from that first one, from the first game. That's his third RBI of the year.
Yeah, Brian Langlois will come in and pinch run for the catcher, Javen Bates, as the pitcher from Game 1, John Passanault, with a chance here. That one will bounce in there for a ball, 1-0.
This is the Cougars' 13th or 12th at bat. This
Under the short.
good play there.
Tired.
Yeah, good play there by the shortstop for the Ottawa Hills Bengals, Ramirzma, and we head to the bottom of the first.
Well, top of the second inning here, Cougars lead this one by a wide margin of 8-0 as Peyton Close gets back to work. His first pitch fastball way inside, got the batter to swing.
Yeah,
and it's
Kamani
1-0.
Jones didn't by no means needed to swing at that, but he was caught unawares. A blistering fastball on the inside by Klaus there. Gets his man down 0-1.
0-1 to Kamani Jones. That one swung on. Another hard fastball from Peyton Klaus, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, Klaus saw that work the first time, and so did Bates, and they decided to go back there again and get Jones swinging again. Now he's ahead of the count 0-2, and now it's a big strikeout there for Klaus, his third of the game.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good night to Kamani Jones.
Three
Three
pitches.
fastballs.
Yeah, 3 fastballs, 3 strikes there. Good job by Peyton Klaus, the varsity rookie.
Junior-
As is everybody
junior
on this
rookie.
team.
Varsity rookie in his junior year. Got one away here, and here's the pitch. Looks like a slider or curveball. Got away from him. It's
Yeah.
gonna be 0-1.
Breaking
Or
ball got to
1-0.
the outside. Javen Bates unable to grab that, and so it skidded to the backstop.
1-0 to James Perez as that one is swung on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, Perez was the last pitcher in for the Bengals in that 4th inning, and he allowed 2 runs and 2 walks and allowed 1 single. A couple other things were errors, and he was the pitcher in that one. Is that
That one's low from close, and it's 3-1 on James Perez.
nice patience by Perez to be able to work this count up to 3-1, first 3-1 count that Klaus has pitched to.
That one caught the black, and it's strike two, 3-2.
Yeah, Perez in disbelief. That did look a little high and outside, but the umpire gave it to Klaus, and now it's a full count for the junior.
Klaus's full count offering. Here's the pitch, strike 3 right down the middle. Another strikeout, and around the horn, the Cougars go yet again.
Yeah, the Cougars pitchers have been dominant today. Strikeouts left and right. As we mentioned in the previous game, Passanant pitched a near perfect game, getting all the batters he faced except 2 to strike out, and that in total he's
It'll be 1-0 to Miles Wilborn, the pitcher.
now it works it up to 2-0.
Where's the other roster? Out one inside from Peyton Klaus, and it's going to be 3-0 on Miles Wilborn.
Yeah, so building off what that said, Passanant had 11 strikeouts in that first one. Now the Cougars combined a 15 on the afternoon. Good pitch there by Klaus. Takes the outside corner, now 3-1.
Yeah, great pitch by Klaus. Get back into this one.
Yeah, it's good location too. Looks like it's going to be outside, but it hooks inside. And another good pitch there by Klaus, able to get Wilborn swinging.
Well, his fastball is probably the hardest pitch we've seen between him and John Passanant. As
Nice
that's another high
strikeout
fastball,
there.
and that will end the inning.
Striking out the side is Peyton Klaus, and we'll head to the bottom of the second. Cougars looking to extend their 8-0 lead. You're listening and watching now to the Cougar Baseball Network.
Well, we are back here as Wilburn's first pitch to Dominic Schoenborn gets away, and it will be 1-0. Wilburn, surprisingly, to my count, only threw 30 pitches that first inning on 8 runs.
And that actually doesn't surprise me because if you look at a lot of the Cougars' score sheets throughout that, not a lot of them worked the count very high. The only one that worked it to a full count was Dominic Schoenborn. He eventually struck out in his first at-bat. And if you look down, Ben Passanaw had 3 balls on him. He popped out. And then those are the only 2 guys and Javen Bates, his first time up before he singled, worked the count to 0-2. And so not a lot of pitching done for Wilburn. I think that 30 might be correct. Now something's wrong with the mound, and
Yeah, they're checking that mound again. It's the same umpire was the infield umpire for the first game. Something's wrong with the mound, and McKinnon didn't like whatever it was.
and I think for the safety of players, they might have a look at this further. I don't know. I mean, there's no grounds crew here. It's just coaches and players working the field here. So if there is a problem with the mound, we have to do things. Still 1-0 to Dominic Schoenborn here. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in that first inning.
That one is ripped, and that will get over the head, and Schoenborn will take a big turn and hold at first.
Yeah, a lot like the play to center when Passano ripped it to center. It went over Dempsey's head. The left fielder there, the left fielder for the Bengals there, Malero, was unable to get it, and he misread it. He originally thought it was going in and then had to chase back, and honestly thought Schoenborn could have gone to second, could have gone 2 there, but decided to hold up at first, which puts him here as now Passano is up at Redmond is up at the plate.
Passano fouls that one off to the third base side. It will be 1-1 on Redmer, not Passano.
My bad. Sorry about that, David.
That one is popped up just beyond the infield. Falls down, and that one will get down. Schoenborn will hustle into second and beat it by eyelash.
Yeah, and the second baseman there for the Bengals, Perez took a spill as he was tracking Matt. It looked like he tripped over the lip at the infield grass, and
that one will be lined in the gap, and it will get down in front of the center fielder, Remersma.
Yeah, nice job there by
Dempsey, rather.
Yeah, nice job there by Luke Kuzner to reach out and poke that one into center, able to get it down, and that brings up Ben Passanaw here.
Bases are loaded, nobody out.
Yeah, Passanaw 0 for 1. He popped out for the second out last inning.
Good stop by the catcher, Buckley. That one in there to make the count 1-1 on Ben Passanaw, the younger brother of John Passanaw.
It's popped up and behind. Next up, everybody looking back where it went and had to follow it.
Remember the last time we were able to call games, we were calling Luke Passanaw relationship to the Passanaw brothers on the team this year.
Yeah, exactly. And I got the chance to meet up with Luke Passanaw over the year. I actually umped with him at Southern Little League, and it was good to catch up with him. He's
2-2.
He's now off in college, and it's
that one is going to get down, and that's going to find a gap. 1 run will score as Schoenborn crosses the plate. 2 will score, and they'll hold Kuzner at third. It'll be a no-out, 2 RBI double for Ben Passanant. His first hit as a Catholic Central Cougar on the varsity level. Drives home 2 on a double.
A nice job there by Passanant to drive it in to right field. That'll bring him Andrew McCall now. He pokes that into left field, and that'll get down. Good play there. And now 2 guys coming home, and McCall legging it out for the double. If Bengals can keep their head up, they can't, and they fumble the baseball. And a big hit there for Andrew McCall brings home another 2 runs.
Yeah, Cougars are just putting a beat into this young ball club of the Ottawa Hills Bengals, who only have 2 seniors on this team and 2 juniors. The rest are, the majority of them being sophomores on this team with 1 freshman.
And now Waddell up, takes that outside for a strike.
0-1 on Waddell. His pitch is grounded down the first base line. That will
Be foul.
be foul. Awfully close down there.
Referee's got the best line. We're obviously, as you can see, we're up here, and it's
We
a little bit hard
apologize
for
for that. Reagan still in his hockey mood. Be 0-2 to Waddell with no outs. Runner on second in the form of Andrew McCall, and that one is laced into right field for a base hit. McCall rounds the bag and will score easily to make it 13-0 here in the second inning of play.
Yeah, the Cougars just dominating here.
Be the top of the order to pitcher Peyton Klaus.
Klaus today, 0 for 1. He reached on an error in the first, and he's already scored 2 runs today.
Take that one. Ooh, caught the black on the inside. It would be 0-1.
Let's get a little more generous.
0-1 to Peyton Klaus. That one is fouled up toward us, and we'll go over our press box and hit the bleachers behind us to make it 0-2.
As we said, those bleachers are backed up to the track field behind us, and we're glad that didn't hit anybody. Now the catcher for the Bengals, Buckley, is having some trouble with his gear, so an 0-2 count to Klaus once we get underway here.
We can hear the music playing from the soccer game that is scheduled to start here shortly as Klaus rips one, got out and chased it, and Speedy Klaus is on first for the Cougars.
Nice job there by Klaus to get out there and poke it. It looked like he was reaching for that a little bit, but he still made really solid contact, able to get it into right field. A lot of space between the right fielder and the center fielder out in that area of the field. Nice strike there by Wilburn, able to catch the inside corner, make it 0-1.
Yeah, the Cougars, I think, are just making Wilburn find the zone right now. He has not been able to find the zone all day. It's 1-1 on Shaven Bates, the catcher.
Yeah, Jaden Bates 2 for 2 this afternoon. At least in this game, he's got 2 singles, 2 RBIs. He was the last out in that second inning, or that first inning, pardon, to end that one after the Cougars batted around.
Swung on a miss. 2-2 on Jabin Bates with runners on first and second and nobody out.
A big swing for the Catholic Central catcher there.
That one will get over the head of the second baseman, Perez, and that will drive home 1. Jabin Bates 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. He's looking sharp in his varsity debut day.
Yeah, Waddell coming home to score on that one, and Jabin Bates will be subbed out here. The umpire talking to his substitute, Dawson Schroeder, before he heads over, and it's a massive lead here for the Cougars, 14-0. And runners on the corners coming up here for John Passano. I'm surprised they're still keeping Wilburn in, maybe saving their players for tomorrow when the Cougars visit Ottawa Hills, and hopefully the Cougars get a good play well. And that one is a passed ball past Buckley, and Cougars right now deciding to hold off on things. It's now 14-0, as you can see on your screen. It's a rough outing for the West Ottawa kids.
That one misses inside to John Passano. It'll be 2-0.
Passing on today, 1 for 1 with a triple and an RBI in that first inning.
That one is laced and will... diving effort.
Diving effort
Unable
there
to
by
get
Noah
it.
Dempsey. My goodness.
Be
Cougars will get one around, and it's
15
now
to nothing.
15-0. Oof.
What an offensive outpour for the Cougars against this very, very young and inexperienced Ottawa Hills Bengals.
Yeah, you can't exactly blame them for being inexperienced. I mean, it's been 670 days. It's been almost 2 years since Catholic Central played a game. It's got to be even longer since Ottawa Hills played a game, because Cougars went all the way to the championship, so that playoff run is added into that. It's just been a long time since anybody in Michigan has played some baseball, and now Dominic Schoenborn up. Nice snag it short. They'll throw and
Schulman
get
will be
Dominic
safe.
out.
Looks like another run scores as Dawson Schroeder comes to the plate, and it is 16-0 Catholic Central.
We're only 1 1/3 in here, folks. It's been a blowout from the start. Wilburn getting swatted all over the place. Cougars now have a man on third with that.
That one is poked and will get down. Wilburn will field it. Another run home as they
that'll be a.
They decide to throw the first and get the out, but
And that was 6 or 8 on that. Looks like it was 6. So Luke Schouts getting in the game in place of Brady Redmer. Here's the Cougars now lead 17-0. Here they've batted around once again. Is now Brian Langlois up to the plate.
they're 2 outs or 1.
There are 2 outs here.
Two 2-0 on Brian Langlois, just entering into the ball game. Good bounce back there by the first baseman Emperor and the the Cougars rather. We'll go into the third with we'll go to the top of the third where the Cougars lead this one by a whopping 17-0 over the Ottawa Hills Bengals. Looks like Tim McKinnon will be making some substitutions in this one. We'll get you those as we come back on Cougar Baseball Network. Well, back here at Cougar baseball field, the Cougars lead this one 17-0 as we go to the top of the third. Peyton Klaus dealing here as the first baseman. It will be the first baseman, Jack Emperor, to start things off. Or it will be the
Buckley.
it will be Buckley to lead it off. No, that's not Buckley.
4. Number 4.
It's Demarion LeBlanc actually in. We might have screwed that lineup up. Actually, they've already made some substitutions. Buckley, who hasn't played yet, he will get a play. So it's LeBlanc in, and that is a nice pitch there from Klaus. Makes it 1-1.
Owen misses on a fastball, down and away. 2-1. Klaus's 2-1 is on the way. A fastball inside, but called a strike.
It's odd to see, like, Jerice Jones-Buckley didn't even get a plate appearance in this one, and he's already being subbed down. I mean, I guess that's what happens when it's 17-0.
Well, he looked a little shaken up in that last half inning early on a ball that hit him in the knee, it looked like, just above the knee pad.
Nice pitch there, and it's a full count strikeout there for Klaus. Got LeBlanc looking, and Cougars have one away. That's Klaus's 6th strikeout of the afternoon. He struck out the side on the second, got 2 strikeouts. It has not been anything but 1-2-3 baseball here for the Cougars here in this game. It's been strikeout, strikeout, ground out, strikeout, 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 and then now a strikeout to LeBlanc to start the third.
What did he say?
Strike.
Emperor. Thaddeus Pratt now up to bat. He moved up in the order, I think, or I've completely missed somebody in the batting order.
Well, if that is Pratt, he's wearing the wrong number, which could screw things up. But
It is 19 wearing that. Step into the batter's box here.
that one down in the dirt,
Looks like 24.
and
Is that
it is 2-2. Klaus's 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Another
Actually,
strikeout.
that was Thaddeus Emperor. Nice pitch.
Thaddeus Pratt
That's
goes
Emperor.
on swinging.
It is Jack Emperor. We identified him wrong there. Now Thaddeus Pratt is up to bat. Sorry for the confusion, folks. We don't necessarily have the best view up here. And
There's Thaddeus Pratt, first baseman, as that one is up and in. To Thaddeus Pratt, 1-0 is Klaus dealing right now. Here's the next pitch. And that one a little low. Be 2-0 on Thaddeus Pratt. Klaus's 2-0 pitch, kicks, deals, fires, and that was way inside, almost hit Pratt. Be 3-0.
yeah, if Klaus wants to continue the Catholic Central dominance here, he's got to get somebody. He's hoping not to walk him here.
Got him to swing.
Looked like a reflex swing there from Pratt. It was coming in on the low down near the ankles, and he kind of just jumped out of the way and swung in the same rhythm.
Now one in there too. It's 3-2.
That looked a little bit high and inside, and umpire gave it to him, though, and so we got a full count on our hands.
Grounded to third. We will get a hit.
So a nice infield hit there for Thaddeus Pratt, the Ottawa Hills Bengals' first hit of both games today, and a nice infield hit to third base. This infield hit gets Thaddeus Pratt on and brings up Malero. First time since way back in the first inning of the last game where the Bengals won, or actually second inning of last game where the Bengals extended it past 3 batters in an inning. They did it twice, and
They will. Oh, they almost got Pratt.
that's a close one. And they do it again here. And now a bad throw, and they catch Pratt off the base, and a bad exchange there. Not something the Cougars want to do. A couple of errors there, and it's still a 0-1 count on Malero.
It's not an error. Be 0-1 on Jose Malero. Runner on first. That one low, and it will be 1-1 on Malero. Way outside. Good stop by Jabin Bates. And it will be 2-1. Cougars lead this one 17-0 in the top of the third. Swung on a miss, 2-2 on Malero.
Nice fastball that ran outside there on Malero. Got him to swing on a pitch that really wouldn't have been a strike if he had let that go by. But nice deception there by.
That one fouled off.
Yeah, nice deception there by Klaus to get him to swing at that one, and he fouls that one off. It remains 2-2.
Count will remain 2-2, as Reagan mentioned. Now Peyton Klaus calling for Brendan Ferret, the third baseman, to move in a little bit on a 2-2 count. Pitch is high and outside, so the count will be full.
Yeah,
3-2.
Klaus has run the count basically every time he's run the count multiple times here in this game already, but he's got strikeouts of all except one of them.
There goes the runner. Strike
And
3 called.
Gets the benefit of the doubt on that one, as that one looked a little bit low, as Malero
And
shakes his head. As that is it, the Cougars.
that will do it for the most part.
Yeah, that will be it. The Cougars.
Cougars win this one by a final score of 17-0 through 3 innings.
And we will come back for final look at how things shook down tonight. Well, David and I will be right back with final recap of things. You are watching Catholic Central Cougar Baseball on the Cougar Baseball Network. Well, things going very well for the Catholic Central Cougars here today as they win by combined scores, or by a score of 15-0 and then 17-0 in the second game, scoring a crazy amount of runs, 32 of them to be in fact, on this game here today. Well, taking a look at this one, the Cougars again dominating on the mound, only allowing one hit in that third period, in that third inning. As David mentioned out, I'm still in a little bit of a hockey mood. Here's hockey season just ended a couple of weeks ago, and haven't done baseball in quite some time as a broadcaster, but still looking at baseball here. Third inning, Cougars only allowed one hit all afternoon, including the first game and the second game. That is Pratt getting the only game, their only hit for the Ottawa Hills Bengals in this one. That came in the top of the third. As David, what are your thoughts on this one? What did the Cougars not necessarily do to win this game, but how do they prepare for tougher opponents as they move on in the season?
Well, I thought they got a good rotation. That's for one thing. I mean, besides Peyton Klaus and John Passanant, you also got played first base today. You got Dominic Schoenborn, who can also pitch, as well as Brian Langlois, who we saw pinch run a lot today, and Adam Wanzo can also pitch. So can Luke Kuzner. They got a pretty good rotation. That's a stacked rotation there. No lefties on this team we got one lefty on the team, and Adam Wanzo will be their lone lefty. To see if they start him tomorrow or who they start tomorrow. But, yeah, I thought they just got to practice like they were doing. In that news interview that was on Fox, if you missed it, they were talking about how they prepared. They had the trip down to the Baltimore they would go to the Baltimore Orioles facility down in Florida, but were unable to this year. But they prepared during spring break, which is always good. I thought they played very well today, and hopefully keep it up this year. They just got to keep their eye and have good pitch selection offensively and not screw up defensively.
Yeah, I think you summed it up pretty well, David, there. Cougars dominating on the mound today and prepared well for not only these Bengals today, but also for their teams in the future. We've got a couple of games coming up here. The Cougars tomorrow are at Ottawa Hills before on Saturday, at least at the moment. They are traveling to Grand Haven. That game, there's a little bit of scuttlebutt that it might be canceled. It's supposed to be a doubleheader in Grand Haven. We'll see. And then they're back in action next week to take on Wayland at Wayland. Well, that will just about do it for us here tonight as the Catholic Central Cougars defeat the Ottawa Hills Bengals by a score of 17-0 and 15-0 in the opening game. Until the next time, which we believe will be next Tuesday for us as the Cougars take on Northview. It'll be until then, my name is Ray Cleaves for David Shamblin and cameraman Gabe Gross. Special thanks to him for helping us out here tonight and also keeping track of runs and how they were scored today. For both of those guys, my name is Ray Cleaves, saying so long from the Catholic Central baseball field at the Cat as the Catholic Central Cougars defeat the Ottawa Hills Bengals by a score of 17-0. Thanks for listening. Have a great night, everybody.